Hello there guys and welcome back to another stream. My name's Mike aka Decimal Punked and we are in Blender. Oh, it's gone up. It's not 4.5.0, it's 4.5.1. I did just have an update on Steam. Fantastic. I'll have to update the title. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the last stream we wrapped up the sculpting a cartoon head. I have that exported as a 4K render on YouTube if you want to check that out. And I ordered a graphics tablet last night, which will be coming tomorrow. And I was going to start on some more learning material, but I think a graphics tablet is recommended, so I was holding off on that. So I thought today's stream we could do something a little bit different. So all of the learning that I've been learning, all the modelling I've been learning, I thought I was going to put myself to the test and do some 3D modelling of medieval weapons, and I will show you what we've got in store. So what I'm going to do is I've got a flail. So these are some medieval images of the flail. So I've got the length of the handle, so the base to the tip is 80 centimeters. So we'll do the flail first, and then we have a halberd. It's my favorite pole arm. Like I use it in Chivalry and other games. I quite like the halberd. So again, I've got the measurements here, so I know how big it needs to be total. We've got a long picture here, close up of the head, and there's also the other types of polearm heads there. And lastly is going to be the Zweihander. So this was just like a kind of image reference, and these are obviously some actual medieval versions of the sword. I think this one on the right with the parrying hooks looks the best. So it's going to be interesting because some of these actually curve, and I've not actually kind of curved anything in Blender, so that's going to be something new. So anyway, we're going to start with the flail. I quite like the one here where it's got these kind of metal duds or studs. So I think I was going to kind of go for this one without the leather tassel. I might even kind of modify it somehow. So this is freestyle, baby. I'm quite excited for this. Right, so we're going to do the flail. Oh yes, let's save it. Medieval. And also, guys, what I'm doing, I could actually end up using these in some of my projects. So let's do this. You have to let me know if the music's too loud. I can adjust the volume. I might actually just drop that down just to 20%, see if that's any better. Okay, so I've got my reference image. So the flail, first off, what we need to do is go to front view. We're going to turn on snapping, and we're going to just move this in line, and then we're going to set the origin to 3D cursor. Okay, and the height of this, we need to go into the units, I think. Can't remember where it was. If I click off of that, world properties. Scene. Units. Metric. Okay, so I'm going to do centimeters. So, and now if I go up here, and then press that. There we go. Okay, so the flail, if I do scale on the Z, excluding X and Y. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's already oh, okay, let's just adjust it here. So the height is going to be 80 centimeters. That's actually quite diddy. I don't know why I started with the cube. Let's do a cylinder. Now, looking at the reference image, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Okay, so 6 verts. Go to that. Snap that there. Set the origin to the 3D cursor. Okay, so now we've got that. If I set the height to 80 centimeters and then scale excluding Z. There we go. So what we've got there is the height still the same. Okay. I mean, let's go for 10 and 10. Just trying to think how thick that would be. I've actually got a tape measure in front of me. So if you're holding the handle, oh wow. Okay, so I'm using my hand in front of me, pretending that I'm holding the flail, and I'm looking at the gap. And I feel like 4 centimeter diameter is good. 5 feels too big because your hand isn't gripping all the way, so I feel 4 centimeters 4 centimeters is better. Just looks a bit thin, doesn't it? I mean, apparently this is the length of what they were. I'll tell you what, we'll make that 6. Okay, so we've got the shaft. Now, at the bottom, there are these extra sections, and at the top, we've kind of got a... It's like a indented section. How are we looking on the grid? Okay. Alright, so let's do the bottom bit. So we'll do a ribbon cut. Oh, I need to go into edit mode. Ribbon cut. If we just do 2. Okay, and then if we turn on that, and we're going to move... oh, I need to turn off that. Right, so this is going to be the base of... I'm going for the studded one that I just mentioned. So... I think we can raise that up just a bit more. Okay, so then if I go to face mode, there we go. Right, so we want to extrude. Ah, individual origins. No. I don't want to scale. Medium point. I'll tell you what, let's just do scale, excluding... There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's the base section. I mean, I'm looking at this, right? I'm looking at this section here. I can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know it's definitely six-sided, but yeah. Okay, so if I turn that back on. Okay, so now what we need to do, there's a section at the top that's kind of holding the thing in shape. So if I go to edge selection, and if I just move that up to kind of about here. About there actually. And then if I go to face selection, and then scale. Hold on. I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to add a face. So if I fill F I think was to add face. Yeah, okay, so we've added a face, and now what I should be able to do is select these, scale, shift Z. Is it bevel? Scale, shift Z. There we go. Bloody hell. Okay, so we're going to give a tiny kind of indent like that. Okay, and then now what I want to do is I want to make that bit more cylindrical. I mean, how does it look? Okay. So if right, bear with me. I've done this once before. basically want to make it more circular. Would it be the decimate? Bear with me. Thanks for the spam view. Oh, yep, the subdivision. But we don't want to do that from that. I guess, you know what, I may just keep it like it is. I don't want to add a subdivision. Unless I make that a parent. Okay. Right, so now if I do the subdivision, why is it gone on that one? I just want to add the faces. You know what I might do? Why don't I just why don't I just add a cylinder, oh. Let's go for 150. And then if I go back to that, so Control A. There we go. You were meant to be... Oh no, the reason why it's that, I remember. Scale that down. Snap to face. Why are you not snapping, dude? Why is it not snapping? Why is that not snapping, dude? That's really weird. You would think that would snap, but... Why is it not snapping to the base? That's really annoying. Turn on snapping. Oh, so annoying. I'll tell you what I can do actually, if I get on my calculator. It needs to be 80 centimeters, wasn't it? 80 centimeters? Yeah. So 80 centimeters minus 68.9 makes that 11.1 centimeters. So that's the correct height, and then if I go down there and scale lock the Z, right, why are you not snapping? Why is it not snapping, dude? There's a face there. This is really annoying. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's annoying. So So I can do that inside of it. Right, okay. Right. That is snapped. Thank God for that. Right, so you can't do that. Oh, you can. Oh, right, I feel dumb. You have to find the... Out of curiosity, if I change that to edge... Right, okay. Okay, well, I've learned something new there. Welcome to the stream, Tron. How you doing, dude? Okay, so the origin point of that is there. The origin point of that one is up there. But I think shift doesn't... If I select that and then that... if I do shift... Is it control P? Or P? Parent. Parent. Clear parent, Alt P. Clear parent. Right, so I know that the 11.1 plus 68.9 is the correct length for the shaft to the tip. Control and P. So if I just do that, select that one and then that one, and then do Control P, set parent to object. So cylinder 1, there we go. So now if I move that, yes, okay, cool. Right. Set origin point to 3D cursor. There we go. Okay, so we have the... I'm sorry, this is a bit slow. This is, you know, I'm freestyling here. I'm actually thinking maybe scale shift Z. I might make that more... more like that. And there is a face there, I believe. Yeah, is that a face? I believe that is. Let's turn off that. There we go. Okay. Right, so we have the shaft and the cylindrical bit that we're going to attach the chain to. So I think if we add in the circle, it's like the ring that connects to you know, all the chain section together. So I've not really used this. I think I've only used it once in the very first Blender video I did. So oh, it's doing that bloody nonsense again, isn't it? Yeah, that shift bug again. So I'm on the new version of Blender, even newer, 4.5.1, and there's still the shift bug. Still the shift bug. So save, hide that. Right, so we're going to add the ring. So if I just show you guys, you see up the top here, there's that little metal ring. We're going to add the metal ring, and then we're going to go for chains. And I obviously love the traditional spiky ball. I'm not too fond of this one with the smooth edged circles. It looks a bit not very menacing, so we're going for a tradish. Right, so shift A, we're going to add a torus, which is a donut basically. Now Okay, so we need a fairly smooth circle. So if I went... Because the chains themselves are can be kind of like low poly-ish. But I want to have a kind of circular... I think if we go 16, 16's good. And then if we rotate 90, and then if I did RX90, no. Hold on, what are you doing there? Control A. No. And then scale. I'm gonna rotate this RX90. No. RZ90. There we go. And then go to there, and then if I do vertex, and then scale. That feels way too thin, dude. Oh my god. Let's give it some chunkiness. So, scale. I don't want to see the screencast keys, dude. Let's go on the Y. Let's go 5. Are we adding dryers there? I mean, that does look, looks better, doesn't it? It's just not very... It's a bit, slim. I want it to be fat. Let's try that again. So we're going to scale it down. Actually. Ah, there we go. Fat chunky ring. Yes. Fat ring. We love a fat ring. That's what the problem was. Okay. Right. RY90. RZ90. No. RX90. There we go. Scale down. GZ. There we go. Scale. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Okay, so we've got our ring. Okay. So, why is my phone going off? Okay. Right. Sorry, guys. Right, so we've got our loop. I think what I want to do next is add the chains. So all I need to do is basically... Actually, no, I think I might add the studs to the shaft. If I add the studs to the shaft... needs to snap to the face. Medium point. So basically, if I just do like a cylinder, so if I connect that to that Control P, I'll check, there we go. Right, so I'm just going to set the origin to 3D cursor as well. Right, so we're now going to add circular studs. I mean, the way I was going to do this was just add on the circles and then I can duplicate them, move them around. So, or is there a better way? Let's select that face, save, shift as, circle. No. If I just do a cylinder, scale it down. Cylinder. Let's go for 8. And then we're going to scale on the Z. And scale. And then zoom in. Rotate on the Z. No. Rotate on the Y90. Face closest center. What is the best way to do this? what I want to do, what I want to do is I want to rotate this. Is there a way that I can like medium rotation? I'll tell you what, let's hold on. Oh, I've messed that up, haven't I? Right. I guess I get right. Okay, it looks like that x-axis is going to be. That looks like it's snapped on. Right, let's just scale on the X. Okay. Hey Blukey, welcome to the stream, dude. I'm basically just attaching the studs to the model. GX, let's just do that. I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. I don't want it to be, I want it to be stuck to the outside, so face closest. It's kind of getting sunken in there, isn't it? Maybe if I set if I go to object, oh no, it's parent. Let's do P, separate by selection. There we go. So then, okay. So if I set the origin to geometry. Right, so that's at the center. There we go. There we go, it's sticking. Perfect. Okay, so what I can do is I can parent these after. So that's one. So the tricky thing is these other sides are at a slight angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to Shift D this. And then if I just put that there. And then go GX. Okay, that's those two done. So now I need to do the sides. Now, I mean, that should be a 45-degree angle, right? Surely. Shift D, GX, move that there, and then rotate 45. No, sorry. Rotate Z 45. Oh my god, hold on. One sec. Try using spin. What's spin, dude? Are you on about the rotate? Control E in edit mode. Oh. No, Control E doesn't do that. Oh, okay, 60 degrees. Okay, all I need to do is rotate it 60. 60-degree angle. Magical. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Shift D. No, that is right, isn't it? 3. Alt E. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 60 degrees. So all the sides should be at a 60-degree angle. So if I do Shift D, GX, rotate 60, rotate on the Z, 60. That does look in line. So now, yeah, you can see that's the right angle. So if I move that, why does that not? You can see that's off. Why is that off? Why is that off, dude? I've done the 60-degree rotation, 360 degrees divided by 6 sides. It's longer in the X. Use snap on numerical. No, it's not circular, dude. It's I didn't want to go full circular, or else the tries are going to be quite high. Like if I wanted to use this in Unreal, in an Unreal project, I don't want the tries to be too high. So, so the only bits that have high tries are the cylindrical part here, really. That's the only part. So, what's the best way to do this then? Because I've got the parts here. They're snapping really nice, but it's these angles. Let's try what you said. So if I do, welcome to the stream, Owen. Good to have you with me, dude. If I do Shift D, G, and then you're saying edit mode, and then Alt E. Oh my god, Alt E, spin. Ugh! What? Hold on, what's just happened? What the what's just happened, dude? What has just happened? What has happened? Dude, what's happened? My god. Snap to face. As long as the access is really possible, okay. Okay, so this is the stud, right? I've duplicated one that's already attached. The flat edges are fine. It's just these angled ones. I've not actually done this before where I've kind of added an object at a funny angle. But yeah. Delete this one, okay. Oh, dude. Okay, done. Select the one already placed, yeah. How's the music, by the way, guys? I've got like YouTube Premium, and I'm playing it through YouTube's downloaded, which is in browser. So if the volume's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. Make sure you're looking top down. Okay. And then spin. Okay. Hold on a minute. Should I set the origin of that object to the cursor? Would that be better? Because then surely it would do all these sides, would it? What do you think? Because if I had the origin, okay, so object edit mode, you said Alt E, spin. It's I can tell looking at that. I can tell just looking at that the angle there, the length is longer here. I think it's the origin. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Set origin to 3D cursor. Now let's try it. You bastards. My handle is longer. Oh, sorry, do you mean... Oh, I see what you mean, as in this object isn't symmetrical. As in... Hold on. Let's check. If I come out of that, select that, and go to that. I mean, it's the same. I don't understand when you're saying it's longer in the x-axis. I mean, the x and the y. Z's the height. The x and the y. I can see what you mean, though. God, how do I fix that then? I'm in top down at the minute, dude. What's the best if you scale it up in the Y a bit? Okay. Oh shit. This is a pain in the ass. Oh, I know. Why don't I just... If I do it to the grid lines, maybe that might be better. Dude. So what line is that on there? Right. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Okay, well let's just try this. I'm gonna see if this helps. So if that's literally, oh fuck me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right, so if I do the same for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just needs to go up. Is the music volume okay, guys? It's not drowning me out. Does it need adjusting or is it good for you guys? Right, let's try. That is exactly the same length, like the positioning. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the fourth grid it's half, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. There's no reason why that shouldn't work. So now in edit mode, A, save, and then Alt E, spin. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Right, Alt E, spin. 6. Yeah, okay, we'll try that, dude. Right, so select this. And then we're just scaling it on the Y. It's a shame it doesn't snap on... Hold on. Nice one, dude. Ah, right, okay. Always do it in edit mode. Got ya. I mean, I can... shift bug again. I mean, if I just come out of there and go Control A, all transforms. Okay, so we have our studs. Thank you for the help with that, dude. I've not used the spin thing before. So basically what the spin does is it kind of duplicates an object, and then you can decide how many times, and then it kind of creates like almost like a carousel of that object, doesn't it? That's kind of... my cylinder got stretched. Oh, I know what to do. If I hit... I did just... Why is that? What is going on there? Yeah, I I was trying to select A, P. For some reason it's just creating another one. I've literally got the object there. P, separate. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, just so, I mean, you can see it's kind of... unlink. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's already a separate object, right, okay. Alt P. Right, thank you, dude. Sorry. So you have... oh, it's confusing, isn't it? Because you've got parenting in object mode, parenting in edit mode. Okay, right. So now that we've sorted that, go back into here. We can do that scaling business again. And if I do scale Y... oh, now I need to do the same for the bloody... ring. Right, so Alt P. Okay. So, what is that bit? I've got a random cylinder. Weird. Okay. Blue Key, all chat is you, dude. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it, dude. Okay, right, so we've disconnected everything. So now if I scaled it, nothing's getting messed up. So we'll go back to top view, save, center, and then we'll do what I did before. So we're going to zoom in. We're going to turn on wireframe and X-ray, and then we're going to scale on the Y. And there we go. I appreciate the help, dude. Okay, so now I'll turn off that and that. And then all of the objects. Oh, we've got some Z fighting going on there. Interestingly, there's only one part that's happening to. Huh. Interesting. Huh? Dude, it's like I've got a duplicate one there. Did you see that? Right, so... Hold on. Right, so get rid of that. There we go. Oh my god. Alright, so right, we're all good now. So we've got the shaft. You know what? I'm gonna rename this. Shaft. Studs. Top. Main ring. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so much fun, dude. No, it really is. You have to check out what I finished yesterday, Blue Key. I've put up I did my first 3D sculpture yesterday. Finished it off. It's cartoon head bust. I've exported a super high 4K render and put it on my YouTube. One of my panels will take you there. It's literally a 1-minute video with a 12-second loop, like camera going panning left to right. Just to show I'm not a complete novice. Okay, thank you so much for showing me the spin feature. Like I say, I've not used that before. So that's really, really cool. Right, so we're making slow progress, but we're getting there. So what I want to do now, if we look at the reference image, I think I want to add the studs onto the middle sections. So hopefully, now that we've sorted out that thing, this should be a walk in the cake. I mean, a walk in the park. Really? Are you looking at the right thing? Are you sure you're looking at the right thing? Are you on about the red demon with like the branch horns with thorns? Did you? I don't know how. Oh, thank you, dude. Did you? I don't remember. I tend to normally remember the names of viewers that come back in and watch, but I don't. Did you? Were you like a stealth watcher? Like, did you tune in and then go away, or did you see like a thumbnail on Twitch? Right, I'm just wondering. I mean, I don't necessarily have to do these studs. I think. What do you guys think? Should I go for the studs on the shaft or just have it plain? Lurker. I'll let you guys decide, because I was going to kind of go for this left-hand flail, where it's kind of got this almost like a leather strap around there. Because that way you could have like the dark leather colour, and then you could have the wood upper shaft. What do you think? Yeah, it looks a bit sex dungeony with the studs, doesn't it? So, a little bit Pulp Fiction. Okay, so we've got the shaft. So, what I will do is go, we'll edit mode, and then we're going to add some, guess we'll just do some ribbon cuts. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So I've got my ribbon cuts there. Clamp. Okay. Right, so now what I want to do is I want to turn on wireframe, and it's going to be interesting, isn't it? So I basically want to move them all down. No, that's not going to work, is it? Alt click, Shift Alt click. No. Why is that not working? Alt left click, Control Alt. Control Shift click. Control Shift. Oh my god, dude. So Alt left click there. Are you Alt Shift and click? It's not selecting all of them though. I've managed to do this before, and like select multiple edges. Sorry. I must be getting a short. Hold Shift. Right. Okay. So Alt left click. Shift Alt. Ah, there we go. Sorry. Right. So what I was doing was I was doing Alt and left click. And then I was doing Alt Shift left click. So before you actually click them, you have to hold Shift and then Alt left click. Got you, dude. I feel like you're my tech guru. Oh, we don't want that one. No. Now, this is going to be the next challenge. Hold on. This is going to be the next challenge, because what we want to do, we want to basically, we want to move them down. Yeah, I'll do that. So leather strap, if I kind of had it like that. So that's on the line. So it's basically so let's just go for that. Oh my god. You know what? It might just be easier just to bloody do this. Yeah, I'll just do that. Oh my god. Why? Well, sometimes I make things more difficult. I make more work for myself. Okay, there we go. Saucy. Ah, we need to, if I beveled, it would give a little dip. So, sorry, Shift, Alt, there we go. Right, so Control, let's just save first, Control B. So if I did a little kind of nook, or actually, hold on. So, scale, shift, add. I feel like we need to do the bevel first. Extrude. No, I don't want to extrude. Why is it still saying about the extrude? Right, Control B. Control B is bevel. Bevel, Control B. Shall I try it now? Oh. Right. So if I did the bevel to give the depth, and then I should be able to bring out the leather straps, because looking at the image here, see here, the black indents, bevel should sort that out. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Got another viewer. Welcome to the live stream. How have I already spent an hour and 20 and only got this far? Crazy. Right, Control B. Right, so we just want to have like a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, right, so that's going to be the dip. So now, if I go to face selection and do Shift Alt click, oh fuck me, Shift Alt click, oh my god dude, there we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what, if I turn off the X-ray, there we go. Shift, Alt, click. GG. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to scale, excluding the Z-axis. So let's just center. So scale, Shift, Z. Extrude, maybe, Shift, Z. I mean, why is that? For fuck's sake. There we go, scale. Why was it not doing it on the scale, Shift Z? Why was that not doing that the first time I did that? I'm sure I pressed the right shortcut. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yes! Baby! Okay. Nice. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we've got the studded base. We've got the leather kind of handle. I feel that's the right amount. So I jotted down the actual measurements. So it's 80 centimetres. The real life measurements of the flail is from the base to the tip is 80 centimetres. So it is kind of real well scale. Right, so now that we've got that done, I'm now going to do the chains. So, so if I select my donut, save, go up there. If I set the... You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to set the origin to geometry. And then set Shift A? No, Control A. No, oh my god, dude. I'm sure it's Shift A. Oh no, it's S. Oh my god. It's so annoying. There's so many shortcuts in this. Sometimes I get muddled. And I've not been in Unreal or Unity for a while. And my god, there's just... It's a lot of shortcuts to remember. Right, so cursor to selected. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to do the torus. It gets worse. What do you mean it gets worse? Right, so Shift A and... Right, so we'll do a torus, right? So if I go top down, now what we want to do is kind of have I think that will do. That looks pretty good actually. 4 segments maybe? Obviously the more you go, it's the tries get crazy. I might just go... No, let's go 7. 100 centimeters. So that was 100. 20. I mean, yeah. So that way we just extend these sections. So okay. Alright, I think I'm done with that. So now Right, so now if I was to just scale it down. Actually, hold on. I've seen someone did an infographic. They shared me an infographic of all the shortcuts. It was quite crazy. Right, so did I want to rotate that? Yes, I did. So that's going to be rotate Z90. There we go. Okay. And then if I scaled on the X, turn on that. GX. Okay. And then rotate on the X. Actually, what we need to do, if we turn on the... Oh! We can do the snapping to face. Let's do an edge, actually. How does that look? Oh, that looks really good. I didn't want it going into the thing. Okay, so now all I need to do is duplicate the one we've just done. So if I come out of there and then Shift D. I am, dude. You're going to tell me a quicker way, aren't you? You're going to tell me a quicker way. I know it. Oh, hold on. Right, so... yeah, Shift D. Tab. Right, into edit mode R90, maybe. Arrays and curves work nicely. I haven't worked with arrays in Blender. I don't want to jump into something I've not got any knowledge on, dude. I don't want to mess myself up. Why are you not coming down, mate? Median, maybe? Edge. Let's do face. I mean, there's the tiniest gap there. Okay. So we have 2 rings, so I guess do the same again. So Shift D, done. Edit mode, A. And then you'd want to rotate Z90 and then GZ. Median. Oh, okay. Like I say, dude, I don't wanna overdo myself. I've not used those modifiers before, so I think it's best, just for my sanity, just for my sanity, that I just keep it kind of to what I know. I appreciate you're trying to show me a different way though, so it's not me trying to disregard it. It's just oh, this one's been a pain in the ass. Tell you what, let's just turn off snapping. Just do it manually. That is pretty much on there. I'll leave that one actually. And then what I should be able to do, I might actually, if I just, there we go. So now if I copy those, save, shift, oh fuck me, that shift bug again. Alright, one little problem we're gonna have is the ball's gonna kind of, let's just see how we go. I can see these chains going into the model, which is why I was a little bit concerned there. So I'm going to save, Shift D, left click there, and then GZ. So the flail is really quite long. I mean, this is looking pretty cool. I'm quite happy with this. It's just, you can see the problem now. I think what I will have to do is actually just adjust the ring so it kind of sits parallel almost. Because if you were holding that up, it would actually do that. So that's not a problem. So in that case, oh, it's going to make it really awkward, isn't it? Because I've not modelled this, so it's kind of laying flat on a table. It's vertical. So if I just Shift D that and then G, G, Z, we'll do that, and as expected. Right, so what we want to do is rotate on the Z. Ah, that's annoying. Right, so if I just get it so it's not on the shaft, do that, and then right, okay, I know what I need to do. So rotate on the Z. We kind of need it to be almost like that, I guess. Oh. Right, so it's resting on... Oh, no, it's still in there. Jesus! I'll tell you what, let's just try and get a better rotation there. And then just do that. Perfect. Bloody hell. It's not touching. It was, you cheeky bugger. Okay, excellent. It's not touching the shaft, the top. Okay. Woo! That was finicky. Okay, so I'm really happy with this though, guys. Right, so we're going to do another chain. I'm hoping actually that what I might be able to do is just copy that one, and because we've stuck this one out, I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. So Shift D, click, edit mode, do that, and then, oh, hold on. Alright, GZ, and then GY, RZ, GX. Shift bug again. I don't know if you're familiar with that bug, Blukey, but I discovered this shift bug. It kind of gets stuck. It's really, really annoying. There's a new version of Blender out, by the way, guys, 4.5.1. I noticed when I started streaming, I was like, oh, because there was an update on Steam, but there wasn't like an update announcement, and I was just like, oh, must be a new update, a new version. And then when I loaded up Blender, I was like, ooh, nice. So, new version is out, guys. Right, it's not on there. GZ. GX. Y. Okay, that's looking good to me. So now I can basically get another ring, duplicate, Shift D, click, and then if I just did 90, oh you numpty, RZ90, there we go. Perfect. Right, so then the flail goes really, really low, guys. If I just show you the reference images I've got. See, they're different lengths. Like actually, the one that I've kind of been modelling has the longest flail, longest chain, which is crazy. I wonder why that is. Do you notice the one that I was kind of basing my model on is studded, and the ball also has the similar soft studs. It's not spikes, but all the other ones have spikes and they're a shorter chain. I'm wondering if that's because in the medieval days, like if they were swinging that around and you had a length of chain that long with a spiky ball, that would be ripping your arm up. So maybe that's why it has a shorter chain for the spiky balls. Interesting. It's actually a learning day. I'm going to have to Google that. Oh my god, I've just noticed I've got a spider web on my monitors. Cheeky bugger. Okay. I think what I'll do then is maybe have the ball about here. Like that. So I'm just literally going to dupe this. So I'm going to dupe. And I'm wondering actually if I just do that, if I do Shift D, G Z 1, no, minus 2.2, 5. G Z minus 5. No, dude. Oh shit. How many rings have I got? Right, try that again. Shift D G Z minus 5. Okay, so G Z minus 4. No, okay, so undoing that. Okay. Let's try that again. So Shift D G Z minus 5.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.4. So 0.4. That's the one. That's the magic number. Minus 5.4, guys. Minus 5.4. So Shift D, G Z, minus 5.4. We can go a little bit longer. So Shift D, G Z, minus 5.4. So Shift D, G Z minus 5.4. Okay. Oh, do I want to go? Do I want to go lower? Because the ball is going to be quite... It's interesting looking at these medieval pictures, because if you were to straighten that chain up against the shaft, that ball is going to be... It's kind of like the chain does go to that point almost. So I know my handle doesn't go all the way up, but we'll do one more. No. So Shift D, G, Z, minus 5.4. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to get our torus, and we're going to Shift D, and then we're going to go to... Oh. I'm going to turn that on increments. G, and kind of go like that, I reckon. So basically, sorry. Okay, so on the spiky ball itself, that's the part that has the torus is attached to that. So if I just delete that then. So we've got the chain. This is almost done, guys. I can't believe it's taken this long. Almost 2 hours to do a flail. So we've got the shaft, the studs, the leather section, the cylindrical bit at the top, the loop, the chain. So now we need to do the ball with the spikes. So I'm thinking of going for this one here in the middle. I quite like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to connect it to anything there. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee and a puff of my vape. I don't want it to have loads of tries. Oh, that's super smooth, isn't it? Let's go for that. Oh, I know how I can do the spikes on this. Oh, I know how to do it. Amazing. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do snap into a face. So I'm going to do GX. Tell you what, let's snap to an edge. Okay, I think you don't want it to be the center, you want it to be closest. There we go, okay. That is actually pretty much perfect. And then what I can do, oh my god. Oh, you'll be pleased to know, Awen, that I've ordered a graphics tablet. So, dude, that's coming tomorrow. So I could potentially do some Photoshop sketches, concept art. Not that I'm a good drawer. I mean, I can get ideas from my head onto paper. But with the graphics tablet, I'll be able to draw my stuff to scale, concept sketches to scale in Photoshop. Export those, bring them into Blender for reference images. And then I'll be able to do, like, you know, close-up sculpting. I was actually planning, other than these 3 medieval weapons I wanted to make, I wanted to make a character and animate it. I was going to do like a rock golem. So I thought that would be really, really cool. Really, really cool. Like, proper RPG-esque. Like, it'd be super cool. Is that too big? That is a hefty ball. Let's scale it down a tad. That's a bit better. Right, so if I put it back, if I put it up to there, okay, and then what we need to do is come off of that, get our top ring, Shift D, G, Z, and then GX. Ugh. X. Okay. GXZ maybe? So it kind of needs to be, it does actually need to be on one of these points. I kind of had it like, yeah, if we had it like that, sunken in, and then what I could do is rotate on the if I just turn off snapping. Nice, dude. Oh, baby, that is a ball in the chain. I love it. Okay. If I just select, Control A. Dude. Dude. Very, very nice. Okay, so now's the spikes. So the idea I had for this is to basically, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these faces, and then I was going to, if I do, no actually, if I do the vert, doing that shift bug again. So you see there's 6 sides to that. So if I just did individual points, GZ. So if I did so you see on here, instead of the median point, I'm doing the individual points, and then GZ. So GZ1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Five, I don't know. 5 just feels. Let's go 5. Okay, and then. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't really. I think I picked the wrong spot there. Let's try. this one. Oh, can we turn symmetry on? So if I click that one, does it select on the other side? No. Okay. Unless I turned on that. Right, I can see the vertex the other side. Right, so S. It was S4, wasn't it? Where's that? What is going on? So that's basically the middle point there. So if I turn that off and then do... Ah, it's because I didn't do SZ. SZ5. Right, hold on. Why is that not bloody working? Like one of resize? No, G. Oh, it was G. I did it wrong, guys. Oh my god. Right, that's the one we want. Right, so GZ5. Hold on. Individual origins, yeah. I think I'm going to have to do this individually. So GZ5. No, you want to do it from the normals. You want to do it from the normal. Cannonball repurposed. Love it, dude. Right. I know it's the normals because what's happening, if I do GZ, it's just going up there. But what I want it to do is go outwards from its point. So I've got the individual origins. I'm sure it's the normals. Transform normals. GZ. There we go. Oh, I'm a genius. GZ5. Oh. GZ minus 5? Okay. I'm a genius. Right, and then if I just line up the cube so you can see it's the dot beneath it there. Not the dot, sorry, the vertices. Vertex. Oh, God. Right, so now if I do GZ5 minus 5. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And then find the base. So the base vertices, vertex even. Looks like it's this one. So GZ5. No, minus 5. There we go. And then from the side, it will probably be that one, I reckon. So GZ 5 minus 5. And then we need to go to the other side. And I would say it's that one right there, guys. So GZ5 minus 5 again. Oh my god, look at that. And the ball, the spike is literally... It's not touching the thing. Dude. I don't really want to add more spikes because you can overdo it and you wouldn't have one right at the kind of top. It does kind of make me think, do I need to maybe rotate the ball though, because it feels like this loop should be more there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into object mode, select all, and I'm going to global. I'm going to do RZ. No, RX. No, RY. And then RX. RY. RX. That's where it feels like it needs to be. That's much better. That feels more. That feels more central now to the ball. That looks freaking awesome. Oh my god. Right. I think that's done, guys. If you look at what I've done, let's put that there. Side by side comparison. So I've kind of actually taken two medieval flails. I've taken the leather strap handle from this one for the base of mine, as well as the, I guess, the spiky ball of this one, which looks like it might be that one. And then we've got the studs from this right one, as well as this cylindrical section at the top. And we've actually gone for, I don't know, maybe the chain. Yeah, the chains as well. So it's a bit of a combination, this one. Right, so now we're going to do the fun bit, which is the polish. Oh, the polish. Okay, let's make this sexy. Right, so we're going to go for like a leather colour. And I'm just wondering, is there any way I can... Oh my god, can I get the hex code of that? Okay, I've just got the hex code. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, right, so we're gonna go into shading. And if I do that, what we want to do. I was thinking zombies or skeletons, dude. Blunt weapons are good for the undead. Okay, so leather strap. So right, so we're going to add a slot, and this is going to be a new material, and this is going to be leather. And then I've actually got the colours. Perfect. Hex code. What I should have done was Shift A, do this. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. sign. That's because the other main material is being given to that. Ah, true. This isn't... I mean, it's technically not a mace. It's a flail. Like, a mace is normally just a solid... Well, a solid stick with the spike on the end, not loose on a chain. So... right, so I've got the colour of the leather. For the shaft, I'm gonna go for a lighter brown. So I'm just looking at my colour choices here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab the colour of go for that. That's quite a nice colour. Right, copy that hex code. So now we're going to add a new slot. Hold on. Leather. Thank you. Alright, go to this one, and then we're going to call this shaft. Okay, and now if I select that and then assign, if I go to rendered, oh dude, let's do cycles with my GPU. Okay, that is freaking awesome. Right, now we're going to go out of edit mode, so that we're going to go to our ring-a-ding-dings, add a new material, and this is going to be studs. True, that is true. Do you play a lot of RPGs, dude? Right, so for the studs, I'm going to go for the kind of golden colour I've actually got on that reference image. So I'm just going to use the colour grabber here. It's a really nice golden tone. So copy that, paste that into there, and then we're going to make it metallic and reflective. We're going to go 0.2. When it is metal, I think actually, if I come off of that, click on that, and then for the leather, I'm actually gonna put the roughness down. I mean, leather can be a little bit shiny. If I go 0.2, again, wood. Shaft. Go 0.25 for the wood. Depending on whether the wood is polished, you know, it can technically be shiny. Okay, so that's the studs and the leather and the shaft. So the top section, I'm actually going to give the same colour as the studs. So nice. That was easy. Okay, and then I mean, should I go for gold as well? Because in this image, the whole thing on the right flail, the whole thing is golden. I think I want to make it like silver. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I think what I need to do is go back to my layout and just quickly. So we've got the main ring. I'm going to make a if I do that, M, new collection, rings, create. Okay. And then I want to parent them. So if I did P, no, Shift Control P or Alt P? No. Control P, set parent to object. So right. So now if I, why wasn't that? So I've got all the rings there. I wanted to parent them, like merge. Would it be link? Control P. I just want to merge them all into one object. I'm looking at my shortcut list, guys. Join. Would that be J? E. Wouldn't be E, would it? No. Yes. Yeah, basically. I'm just looking at my shortcuts. Control J. Should that be done in object mode or edit mode? I'll jot that down, dude. Nice, dude. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you, dude. Nice. Okay, so now I can go in here and we can give this a sexy silver. So new slot, new material. Let's do this. Dude. Dude, I've made a frickin' flail! Oh my god. Dude, I made this. Okay. What am I doing? So new slot. Dude! Nice. Okay, right, let's sort the light out. So if I go on here, rendered, actually, might set the head to auto smooth shading. Ugh. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Five, 6, 8, 8. Hold on. Just reduce the tries down. Look at that, dude. Wow. Let's see. You lose the spikes doing that. Yeah, no, I don't mind that. Gets a nice reflection of the shaft as well. All right, let's get the the light done. So I'm in layout. So if I just drag out a new window and then do one from the bottom, we'll have a top down for the light, and then we'll have this one TN camera view, and we'll have that as that. Control Alt 0. I don't want to see that. There we go. Right, so now we can get the light. Yeah, we don't want to smooth it all, do we? Right. And then sorry if I'm not talking, I'll just trying to get this. Let's do a render. Okay, I might change the colour of that handle. It doesn't look right. Being orange. Yeah, we need to change the colour of that handle. Nice. Okay. If I do a render, that's a lot better just changing that shaft. What I might do is add another light, I can't remember the name for it. So you got the, I've labelled them in my other project. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do Shift D and move that one, and then just put that like there. super happy with that. I think we can tick off the flail, guys. 2.5 hours. That's ridiculous. I know you guys could probably do that a lot quicker than me. Actually, I want to do this as a 4K. Render cycles, yeah. Denoise. Let's go to the output. 3820 by 2. Hold on. I always forget this. 4K res, please. 3840. Right, so 3840. Don't need to bother with that. Documents, Blender. Ping max 300 DPI. I know it's like low poly, but let's do it. Look at that. That is the finished product, guys. That is a flail medieval weapon. Love it. Really chuffed with that. So that took 2.5 hours to do. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm surprised how long it took me, but I am very, very happy with that end result. Like, let me just save that actually. Flail. And if we actually open that up, I can get rid of all. I had 150 pictures for the 4K. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't seen it already, you can check out my sculpture animation, 4K, super high res 4K render of my sculpture from yesterday. There we have it. I'll just do 100. There's my flail, guys. 2.5 hours. I'm very happy with that. It's kind of low poly. If the ball part itself and this top section was not as kind of smooth, because I made them particularly smooth, so it could be like low poly. It could be reduced even more, but I wanted to go for just smooth, circular. You can kind of see actually the edges, just about make them out around the edge there. This one's a lot more smooth. But yeah, I am super happy with that. I hope you enjoyed that. I do have to shoot off for a meeting, but I will be back afterwards, and I might make the halberd in the next video. I think if I look at my sheet, so if I actually do a side-by-side comparison, it's a bit tricky, but you can see like the reference images I had and what I've kind of ended up with. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. These are the other two that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a halberd, so having this really cool kind of head to it, and then we have the Zweihander. So two other models that I wanted to do. That's true. That is true, Awen. That is true. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that stream, guys. So I've got to go for an hour meeting. Afterwards, I'm going to have something to eat, and then I will be back for another stream, and I will model another medieval weapon. I don't want to go because I really enjoyed making that. I really enjoyed that so much. It's so cool. I know it's basic, but I'm proud of that. So yeah, if you haven't already, feel free to give us a follow on Twitch. Check out my YouTube for more game dev streams for Unreal, Unity and Blender. And thanks for watching. I'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours time, guys. So if you want to see some more modelling, feel free to tune back in. Take care.